Well, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Video Marketing Strategy to Grow Your Business. I'm Jerry Tikoski from Vimico. So nice for you to join us. Thank you very much for that. And this weekly hangout is all about looking at ways of making video marketing more effective to increase the profits for your business, making your business more successful using video marketing. And we try and keep this hangout to around about 30 minutes because I do value your time and I want you to get back doing what you do best, which is managing your business. And hopefully you'll pick up a few tips each week on video marketing. Now, this week, this is episode number 3, and we're looking at discovery, how to get your video discovered by your target audience. And I've got a few tips here to share with you. Now, some of these you may be familiar with, others you may not be. So do stick around and hopefully you'll pick up a few ideas to get your videos discovered by your target audience. Now, we know YouTube is the world's second largest search engine, and it has over 30 million visitors each day. Now, we're not greedy people. We don't want all of 30 million people watching our videos, although it would be nice, but we would be happy with just a fraction of those people visiting our videos every day. That would certainly make a huge improvement and would help our business. So here are some tips that I'll share with you on being discovered by your target audience. So I have some slides here, so I'll get this organized and we'll go straight into it. There we are. And here we are. So welcome to Video Marketing Strategy to Grow Your Business, and episode 3, Discovery, Get Your Videos Watched. Now I'll start with something which may not seem to be related, but trust me, it does and will make sense. And that is this very famous philosophical question: if a tree falls in a forest and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Now think about it. Think of a forest and a tree falls, but there's no one around to hear it fall. So does it make a sound? Now, there's probably a few answers to this, but this is my favorite answer. The falling of the tree will produce vibration of the air. If there be no ears to hear, there will be no sound. Now that makes sense because the tree falling down will cause a vibration. And if we're there, those vibrations will hit our ears and they will transform into sounds which we hear in our brain, telling us that a tree has fallen down. But if there are no ears there to hear it, then there will be no sound. Now, the question I want to ask you is, if your video is on YouTube and no one is around to see it, does it play? What are your thoughts? I'd love to hear your comments. Why don't leave a comment with what you think the answer may be? I will share my answer with you at the end of this hangout. So if your video is on YouTube and no one is around to see it, does it play? Right. Now, today we'll be looking at discovering your videos. We'll find out your video keywords, create quality content, optimizing your video, engaging your audience, and spreading the love. So keyword research. I'm sure everyone's familiar about keyword research. Now, what we want to do is we want to find keywords that have YouTube video results on the first page of Google. Now, obviously, if we're searching YouTube, we'll find videos, but we don't always find new videos on Google. Now, Google is a very smart search engine, and it looks for keywords to see whether it's going to be useful for the person searching for whatever they're after. So we're looking for keywords that suggest visual content, such as how-to, reviews, or tutorials. So if you have a video called How to Tie Shoelaces, if someone types that up in Google, Google will think, excuse me, Google will think a video is probably a good search result for this because it will actually show you how to tie a shoelace. So if you've got a video, how to tie your shoelace, your video will be on the front page of Google, which is where we want it to be. So we need to find the words that will help Google get us onto the first page. Now, Google will give preferences to these video keywords so that they'll be found on YouTube and Google. Because once it's found on the first page of Google, you will get more views for your video. So, for instance, I always use swimming pools, as if I own a swimming pool shop with new swimming pools, also service existing swimming pools, I might type in swimming pools. Now, when I type in swimming pools in Google, some other words will pop up, and they can be useful, such as above ground swimming pools. That seems to be a fairly popular search. At the end of the keyword searches, there's always related keywords, which also can be very beneficial for you, such as above ground swimming pool care. Now, after playing around with this, I can come up with my own keywords, which would be how to keep your above ground swimming pool clean. So I type this into Google, and there you are on the first page of Google, how to clean your above ground pool with Mike the Pool Guy. Now, this is the second result on the front page of Google. Notice that it's also created in 2010, quite a few years back, and yet it is still ranking number 2 in Google because it's using the how-to words, and Google is saying, hey, that's pretty useful. That will be useful to people searching for these keywords. So the question is now whether there'll be enough searches each month for this particular keyword. So what I can do is use the Google Keyword Planner to make sure there are enough searches to make it worthwhile. So you need to register to Google AdWords, and once you do, you can use the Keyword Planner and go to Tools, and what you can do there is type in your keyword, how to keep your above ground swimming pool clean, and then click on to Ideas. Now that gives you the results for the ad groups and the keywords. So what you're looking for is those keywords you originally had, which is how to keep your above ground pool clean. And you find that the ad group you need to go to is clean above. So click on clean above, and there you go. All those keywords are there. And notice the keyword we're after, how to clean above ground pool, has 320 searches each month, which is well above all the others there. And I think you need at least 300 searches each month to make the video worthwhile. Now, the also interesting thing is that it has a low competition, which means if I did an ad using these keywords, it wouldn't cost me too much because there's very little competition. So by producing a video with those keywords will get me pretty much on the front page of Google, guaranteed, and easily done. And there's enough searches there to make it worthwhile. So now we know what the video should be about. Now let's make that video. We need to also look at other sources for keywords. So don't just get caught up in Google. You can use Quora, Wikipedia, Amazon, online forums, Facebook fan pages, Google communities, what's trending on Twitter. Just go out and look for what people are searching for online. And that's a great way to find out topics for your video, excuse me, and then go to the Google AdWord Planner and see if there are enough searches to make a video. The important thing about creating video is the quality of the content. There's no benefits in searching for keywords if the quality of video is poor. People just aren't going to watch your video. So looking at the quality of the content, we want to look at the technical stuff, such as the video camera. Is it in focus? It's very hard to be out of focus, but believe me, people do try. And make sure you're in frame. Make sure your head is in frame. Make sure your limbs are in frame. Make sure what you're talking about is in frame. Sufficient lighting. Video loves lights. The more light, the better. So really make sure you have enough light for your video. You don't want too much brightness because then it just flattens it out, but just create a little bit of shadow to give it depth. You also want good quality sound. Audio is so important. If they can't hear you, if they're struggling to hear you, they'll just click away. If you're able to use editing to tighten up the pauses, make sure it's nice and tight. And the presenter's performance must be authentic and energetic. There's nothing worse than a boring presenter. Make sure that person has passion, real passion and knowledge of what they're talking about. Then the content stuff. Make sure the information is accurate and interesting. Yes, it must be interesting. Make sure it's presented clearly and that the content addresses those pain points. What are people searching for? Make sure you address that in your content. Now, once you've created your video, you want to upload it and optimize it. So we search with the keywords for your video file name. So that's that file that you upload to YouTube or wherever. Make sure you change the name of that file using your keywords, such as how to clean above ground pool. Next, your video title, use your keywords. Description, start with your website address because they'll see that when they're getting search results and they may click directly to your website, which is a good thing. Also, you want to have it in your description. Use all your keywords in your description and also in your tag words. So make sure the first set of tag words include all your keywords: above ground pool, clean pool, pool service. Then have more general keywords later on. Also, transcript, upload your transcript. That will help Google to better understand what your video is about. Thumbnails. Yes, make sure you have a nice customized thumbnail so people can look at your thumbnail and without reading in the title or the description, they know what your video is about, so they'll click it. Now, once you have your video up online, make sure you share it. Share it to wherever your audience is. If your target audience uses Pinterest, make sure you're on Pinterest or Vine or LinkedIn or wherever it is. Get your video shared on the platform that your target audience is using. If you have an older audience, there's no point going to Snapchat. If you have a Snapchat audience, no point going to LinkedIn. Just go to the correct social media platform that your target audience uses. Now, audience engagement is a very vital part of your ranking of video on Google. Google looks at the audience engagement to see whether your video is worth ranking or not. Now, Google looks at things such as your audience retention. Now, if you're getting a lot of people watching your video at the start, but within the first, say, 25% of the video, you're losing most of your audience, what it's saying to Google is this video does not engage its audience. Its audience does not like the video. It is not a good video. It is not worth ranking on the first page. So it's very important that you have enough interesting material right throughout the video to keep people watching your video. Google will also look at comments. So ask people to comment on your video because that's a sign that people are interested in your video. You also want to look at subscriptions, people to subscribe to your channel. That is a big tick. When Google sees people subscribing to your channel from watching a video, that shows your video is very high quality content. Also, social shares. It will look at how many shares your video is getting, whether it's getting favorites, and whether it's getting likes. So these are all the ways that Google can understand the quality of your video. Now, use end cards to help with your call to actions, such as subscribe to your channel. Make sure you've got a big, large button there at the end of the video so people can subscribe. You also want links to your other videos or playlists, and also to your website. Make sure that people can click directly to your website. Now, by following these suggestions, it's going to increase the engagement of your audience with your video, and that will improve the ranking. So let's go back to how we started this little presentation. We talked about if your video is on YouTube and no one is around to see it, does it play? So is your video playing out there in space if no one is there to see it? Well, the answer is obviously no. Someone must click it to make it play. And the point I'm trying to make here is that it's all well and good saying you've got all these videos out there on your YouTube channel or your website or wherever your video hub is, but it's useless unless there are people clicking and watching your videos, unless you're getting the views. If you're not getting the views, it's not getting played. And if it's not getting played, it's not helping your business. So take some of the tips in this presentation to help you get more views for your video. So that wraps up episode 3, video marketing strategy to grow your business. Now, if you want to learn more about video marketing, you can go to the training program that I created on Udemy. There's a special Hangout special, $20 off coupon. So you get lifetime access to the course for just $27. Now, if you go to that link there below, it will take you to a landing page here at Udemy. You can see the price there, $27, normally $47, 42% discount. So you save $20 on that link, and you get to join the 200 plus students that are doing this course. And it has a lot of information that we cover through this Hangout series. So you can certainly watch all the Hangout series and get a lot of that information. But if you want all of it right now, you can watch in video form the video marketing strategy to grow your business at Udemy. Now, thank you once again for joining me today. I'll be back same time again next week with another special to help you grow your business using video marketing. So goodbye for now.